Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video. My name is John Mitchell from johnamitchell.tv. If you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave some comments if you want to. I'm trying to get a, I guess conversation started with each one of these videos, and happy to, have you here. Thank you so much for being with me. Now, this video, I'm going back to a format that I had been done, tried and true format that I had worked on a long time ago when I first got started. I got two stories today, two good stories, news stories. They're positive, uplifting stories for today, and I thought that I would just share these. And these are, this is another comparison and contrast type exercise. So first, I've got this story for you. Okay, this is about a girl named Michelle Carter. She just got sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. And what did Michelle Carter do to go to prison? Well, back in 2014, when she was 17 years old, so she's about 20 years old now, but when she was 17 years old, she had a boyfriend named Conrad Roy III. Now, Conrad Roy III was 18 when he died in 2014 of carbon monoxide poisoning. He had climbed into his truck and started the truck, and I guess rigged some hose to the tailpipe and tried to commit suicide. Right now, thing about it is he had been texting with his girlfriend Michelle, and she had for unknown reasons unknown to me at least, told him, no, get back in the truck, because he had gotten scared and gotten out of the truck, and just, no, get back in the truck. If you're going to end your life, go ahead and end your life. Go ahead and commit suicide. Go ahead and do it. And so they're making the argument that she acted recklessly. He wasn't in his right state of mind, and that she, by encouraging him, effectively just pushed him over the edge and made him, kill himself. Now, prosecutors were actually asking for a term of 7 to 12 years. I am almost on the fence with this. I say almost on the fence because I don't think there should be any years. Okay, I've had people, okay, tell me on the internet, you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid, you should kill yourself, I'm gonna kill you. You know, I admit, many people say many things to me on the internet, okay, because I put myself out there, and that's fine. Um, I don't think that a person should end up in prison. I mean, this is a bad, it's actually terrible thing, and it's very disappointing. And you don't want young people out there acting like this. But it comes down to just speech. Okay, she told the guy, many people in the history of the world have told many other people that they should commit suicide, and they didn't do it. So there has to be some point of, I guess, personal responsibility on the part of good old Mr. What's his name, Conrad Roy III. Okay, may he rest in peace. And I'm sorry, to his family that this happened. And this is I would say that Michelle, at least, I don't know how repentant she is, but at least, back when she did this, that was a terrible, terrible thing to do. And it's just reprehensible. I hate that she did something like that. Now, here's another story that I have for you. Okay, and it says Florida teens laugh as man drowns. Now, this is way even worse, okay? Five Florida teenagers back about a month or so ago watched a man named Jamel Dunn drown. He's a handicapped guy, apparently 31 years old, and while he drowned in a pond, they stood around and videoed that with their iPhones or their cell phones, whatever cell phone they were. And man, can I say you are a special piece of crap if you do that, right? Because they were standing around watching this guy die, They had three phones between them. None of them even bothered to dial 911. And I mean, God help us. Where the hell is your humanity, right? Like God forbid, I don't ask them to, get their clothes wet or maybe get mud on their sneakers or whatever. But damn it, I mean, you could have at least called a 911 and tried to get some help. Now, when this first came out, the police chief and the prosecutor had said, well, Florida law does not require somebody to call for aid and to call for assistance for somebody in distress. Now, if you're, but then, public sentiment being what it is, and then Mr. Dunn's sister, I guess Simone McIntosh, it says here, I went on Facebook and drummed up a bunch of support and said, well, I feel like something should be done. Well, look, man, this is just as much as the last, and here's the comparison, okay? Both of these stories, after the fact, people are scrambling around trying to find some way to do something to these people through the legal system. And I mean, these are just kind of bad people. But in order to use the legal system, there should actually be a law against the thing that you did. Now, I saw a story where the prosecutor said, well, we're scouring the books trying to find something that we can charge these kids with. Sir, all due respect, man, I know you got a lot of public pressure, but look, man, that's not the way the legal system works, or at least it's not the way it's supposed to work. I'm not comfortable with that. If you think that this is a bad enough thing that has been done here, I would say what you need to do is go and lobby the legislature and try and get a law passed and move forward from that point, okay? Because it is a very slippery slope. It's a dangerous road we go down when we try to make the law fit the comportment of the people, I guess you would say. Make the law fit the circumstances. No, it needs to be the other way around. You need to either it needs to actually be a law against whatever it is you did, and if there's not been a law against it, well, I'm sorry. You make one now and follow it in the future. Okay, that's my point of view. Matter of fact, if I were these guys' attorneys, the law they're trying to charge them with now is that there's a law in Florida that if you know of the existence of a dead body, you're supposed to report that to a medical examiner. Okay, I haven't looked this up. I got that off some story online, but my argument would be if they videotaped themselves and videotaped the guy dying and then uploaded it to YouTube, well, I mean, the authorities did finally catch on to that, right? So I'd say they've, complied with their responsibility. I would argue that they did report the existence of a dead body, and that should be good enough. I am really uncomfortable with us trying to scour the books and try and find a law that you can play gotcha and get somebody on. I don't like that. It's a terrible thing that all these kids have done. Both stories, piece of crap people, right? But you don't get to just make up the law on the fly. And if you do, that is a very, very bad road to be going down. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. This video is way long. Sorry about that. John Mitchell, John A. Mitchell.tv. Like and subscribe, comment if you want to. Thanks very much. I'll be back with you next time with another video.